I guess we'll see what it takes to get it out of you.
GameTrailers Game of the Year Awards 2012. Best Action Adventure Game.
Honorable death.
The action-adventure category is typically broad, but in 2012, the variety of worlds that the industry visited is especially varied. We find ourselves fighting alongside the founding fathers in war-torn revolutionary America, rubbing elbows with the most ruthless denizens of a gritty contemporary Hong Kong, and even campaigning with the horsemen of the apocalypse. It's safe to say the players have enjoyed quite the tour of duty in 2012.
Go with God, mother.
And the nominees are...
All right, here goes.
Assassin's Creed 3.
The third installment in the Assassin's Creed series brings the story of Desmond to a close, and in the process introduces what may be its most ambitious setting yet. The game's revolutionary war setting provides the most varied playground the series has seen to date, allowing players to spend time roughing it in the well-realized wilds between jaunts to more civilized areas. And that's not to mention the marvelously executed naval game. Connor may not be as exuberant as his ancestor Ezio, but if this installment is any indication, he has a bright future ahead of him.
Encouraging words from one who thought mine a fool's errand.
Darksiders 2.
Shifting focus to Death, the brother of previous Star Wars, Darksiders 2 doubles down on the traversal and exploration elements to better take advantage of this far nimbler Horseman of the Apocalypse. If you're a sucker for apocalyptic biblical imagery, Darksiders 2 will speak to your soul in much the same way the first did. And if you're a fiend for MMO-style loot, you're surely thankful for the copious multitudes of goodies on offer in this stark vision of doom.
Judgment is at hand.
Dishonored.
Dishonored does first-person melee brilliantly, and it's not surprising given the developer's pedigree. That's typically enough of a feat on its own, but keep in mind that this is, at its core, a stealth game, and like the best ones, it gives you all manner of tools to pursue your deadly trade in wildly satisfying ways. Whether you're blinking to execute the unwary, possessing your unfortunate targets, or just booby-trapping your environment, allowing nature to take its course, Dishonored exults in giving you the agency to play your own way.
Will you tear it all to pieces?
Mark of the Ninja.
There's been no shortage of quality stealth games in 2012, but Clay's bite-sized Mark of the Ninja, in many ways, shows them all up. Embodying everything great about the genre and its methodical and disciplined 2D format, this side-scrolling killer finds a way to scratch the itch in a way that its higher-budget brethren often fail to. The moment you execute a perfect kill, wiping out an entire room without raising an alarm, you're hooked.
Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs Hong Kong is not a nice place. Luckily, protagonist Wei is more than equipped to cope. This open-world game boasts all the randomness and variability you expect from the genre, with a few interesting flourishes. The free-flowing hand-to-hand combat system snuggles up nicely next to that of The Dark Knight, though Sleeping Dogs' protagonist has nowhere near those scruples. Meanwhile, when it's time to drive, his daredevil maneuvers ensure that you'll never be stuck in traffic.
I can give you a ride. I mean, it'll be easier than explaining where it is.
And the winner is... Assassin's Creed 3.
You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
When you consider the smart, measured perspective of its historical fiction and the masterful degree to which the setting has been realized, it's hard to come away from Assassin's Creed 3 without a strong impression. The vast gameplay variety, shifting story perspectives, and distilling of its long-honored tropes keep it elevated, while the hunting, homestead building, and massive list of collectibles make the unbeaten path enticing. Desmond's story may be a wrap, but at this point, it's clear that the Creed has the ability to live on. We can't wait to see where and when it takes us next.
Use your imagination, Captain.